with Fenton.
This hour in the mid-morning to connect, sponsored by
Airtel Money. Transact and withdraw at your nearest Airtel Money branch at the best rates on the market. With you always.
You're ready for me.
the mid-morning to connect with music, love, great mixes, and more.
Number one swag station is what you tuned in to. Zirisatu twogerera zisanguseko ku ssaawa 5 ez'amakya olunaku olwaleero. The deputy IGP urges government to okwongeza budget ya police. Bali bubi abapolisi bo bali bubi.
Talking about it last week when you saw that
deputy
car
IGP
police
siye mupya. Amanyi nga
Tusime.
atandise na manji.
Nedda.
Amanyi ago gaba manji. Kati your predecessors have not for you. Anyhow, I don't know, but it's
no, but seriously, the budget is so little, and it's not the first person to come out and speak about it. There was a statement from the IGP also when they were meeting a certain committee of parliament. They talked about the same issue.
Oh yeah,
budget.
That and much more is coming up in the stories that start right now.
Coming to you live from Plot 249, Gaba Road. Hot on the heels. Fast, reliable, and informative. Agagwira wo, gasokira wano, gatabanagafuna. Agagwira wo, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
We are waiting for a statement from the deputy speaker.
The people that went to visit.
She's going to give us an update when she returns.
Okay.
But apparently, there are about 5 people who went to visit.
Mm-hmm.
What we knew previously was 3 people: the Chief Justice Owini Dolo, then we knew the Deputy Speaker and a brother to Oulanyah, the Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. But Mao yesterday sent a message telling Ugandans to pray for very ill, in quotes, very ill Oulanyah, and he also asked Ugandans to give Oulanyah privacy at a time like this. And then he also went to inform Ugandans that the speaker, when she comes back, deputy speaker, she'll give us an update on how Oulanyah is doing.
He's alive. He's not kicking, but alive.
According to statements that we are seeing from Mao, who is in the US, because he was among the people who traveled, Mao and the health minister, Ruth Acheng, including the 3 others.
I don't understand the intentions of some people. I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't know how Wikipedia managed to edit stuff. I don't know how, these people are coming up with their information. But the official statements we are getting from the people who are with him saying he's but in quotes, very ill. Yeah. So the messages being spread across amongst politicians. Pray for Oulanyah. Pray for Oulanyah. Pray for Oulanyah. He's not in a good state. I think that's what we can say for now.
There are teachers and a nurse that have been arrested for administering expired COVID-19 vaccines in this country here of ours.
Kayunga, yes, nurses and teachers, they were administering vaccines in a school in Kayunga district. But besides administering only in that school, they were going other places and giving people vaccines. And you know what? They are expired, 1. 2, they are charging 3,000 shillings for a jab of vaccines.
Yeah.
So they go
3,000
shillings for a jab of vaccines.
Here's the question. Why did they get the expired vaccines?
That is the question. They're actually being held. Investigations are ongoing. They want to find out which people they're working with, because they had Pfizer, they had AstraZeneca, but these were expired. But this is a nurse, or no nurse.
Being a nurse.
Aina access to some of these.
It also brings a question to my mind.
How do they dispose of
exactly
these things?
We have a lot of vaccines that expire. How are they disposed of? And where are they disposed of? Can you go and see that actually this is where we threw the vaccines? Or we have them in circulation when we don't know?
We don't know. Probably. But I think it's very important for people to do that personal check. Even if you've gone to, even if it's a health center, I think it's okay for you to ask that health worker, say, can I check the vaccine and see if it is expired? Something expired and you get side effects you don't understand at the end of the day.
Your hand becomes like small or big or...
Or your things stop working.
That's the worst punishment you can ever give to someone, especially a man.
Yeah.
Imagine a man, you wake up in the morning after being vaccinated, otakubasa kutera saruti. Yamawe. You have low self-esteem. You have you can't even speak in public.
I know.
By the way, an erection is a very important thing in a man's life. The moment it ceases to exist,
you cease to exist. You're no more.
I don't know what can affect women worse compared to when a man cannot stand. You know,
of course,
when a man can't give birth, but when he can function, but then he's not fertile to
as
give
long
birth.
as you can stand and get busy.
The entire life of a man evolves around his ability
Standing.
to stand. If you can't stand,
you're finished.
Let's talk about the Deputy IGP. He has urged the government to increase the police budget. In regards to what?
General Katsiezi. He's talking about the budget being 840 billion. That was what was given to them. 369 billion is supposed to cater for salaries of police officers. 38 billion is supposed to clear areas. And that is it. Then he's talking about vehicles that are stranded because they don't have fuel, they have poor mechanical conditions. About 1,300 vehicles.
They think about it later.
And now who is going to give them the fuel? Imagine 840 billion is like a very minute budget for a whole police force. We have very many departments of police forces, of the police force.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't. So how do you expect? And then servicing the vehicle as well, because it's giving you a car.
You know,
they're very expensive to maintain.
Where we get our passports from, internal affairs. Opposite there, that's where the actual garage is.
And
one of the many garages.
Yep. So they're saying one of the reasons why they delay investigations, then crime is on the increase, is because they don't have patrol guys, enough patrol guys to move around these places. They need patrol cars.
Maybe we mean in other
in
stretched parts of the country.
In most parts of the country.
Let them reduce the ones in the city. God,
the city has crime. We really need them. God, there are even few. Hot spots.
Different UP.
Yeah, you need, but they need more of that. Like with urbanization, crime goes higher. So you need more force.
So according to the Deputy IGP, this man is supposed to get a full.
He's saying that this 840 billion that they give them is very little.
It's the budget they are allocated to.
It's the budget they are given annually. 840 billion shillings. 840 billion. So it's very little for them. You've seen how police officers are struggling with housing. You've seen how police stations are looking.
They're struggling with manpower, even
everything. In some So the whole thing is just messed up. Yeah. So he's saying they are very little, and we need more guys on patrol. We need our vehicles up and running. We need police officers on motorcycles.
From my observation, Wobanga, you're very keen. Abasirikale, Abapia, Banabato, they are very young kids. I'm talking about 23, 24, 8, maybe 19.
We are a young generation.
But it's a young generation, which is really good.
Yeah.
And I hope they build them properly. Like the system changes in Pola. Remember also the LD you guys used to have during COVID.
Yep.
Which is a good thing, because if you have a very young population, then your labor force needs to be young as well.
Yeah.
In all aspects. And I like the fact that it's now in the forces as well. Simanyi nnyo mu maje, because I do not pay attention a lot, but police bobolaba ku makubo ekiro abakulu bagenda bakendeera kati abasinga babavubuka.
Of course you need the younger people who are stronger, but also it's very easy for the young people to get engaged in so many things, especially if they are not being well catered for. Somebody will say, give me a bride. They'll easily take a bride to Chidogo to help out.
Younger people.
Then to get violent as well. Then lose their... Yeah?
I'm going to give you an example of a traffic officer.
A young one.
Nga traffic.
Nga mukazi nga musajja.
It doesn't matter. Okay. Nenga muvubuka. Chigwera omugamba mwana sina mubinkutte. An old one. Who has seen life.
Yes, that one will be
who has been bribed and not bribed.
I know.
He doesn't have your time. He'll tell you, my friend, park the car
You
there.
think these things will work?
No, he said park the car there. We
Walk.
shall see. And then he ignores you when you try to talk to him. He's like, Motabani. Kakana. Kamalirize banonkole. Nje kunyuka kusawa nga 12. He has arrested you like at 2.
I know.
Who would you rather deal with?
Ah.
Chikubika Wamuze Bidi Galaxy FM. That and much more stories are on our website www.galaxyfm.co.ug. We've been live on our YouTube Galaxy FM /TV. It's a Friday.
This is 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zzina. This is the mid morning to Kone. Ku 100.2.